Hello viewers, tonight we're going to be taking another look at this strange box fan, this Duracraft one, and for those that didn't see the previous video on this fan, the problem is the bearing is very rooted. That's kind of an engine term. The bearing has a lot of play in it. So I'm going to open this up first because it's kind of hard to see it without the guard being off. So let me open this up here and then we'll take a look at the fan. Now, one of my subscribers wrote in, and I forget at the moment who it was, but they wrote in and they said that they think the bearing has become dislodged from where it sits, and that would make sense, and so I think he very well may be right, because I mean, I've seen worn out bearings before, but this is ridiculous. So we'll see here in a few moments what the results are going to be. That would be great if this can be fixed, because I was really looking forward to using this fan, and I was quite disappointed when I found out that it in fact does not work. Okay, this is a little bit ridiculous. Really used excessively long screws in these things. Okay. Okay, so here's the guard removed. And we'll just set this aside over here for now. And I'm going to pull this thing off as well. Now, this has on the blade one of those stupid things. I hate those things. They're so hard to get off, and they usually get damaged when they're coming off, and it's just a hassle, but we have to take that off, so we're going to take it off. And there's going to be a horrible noise. My tripod is kind of jacked up here, so it doesn't work as well as it used to, but it still does what I need to do. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pointer tool and I'm going to try to pry open this one thing where the shaft line, the alignment groove is. And this is not going to be thin enough, so we'll try this. Okay, and that has worked. So you'll see now that that one thing is at least off. Now, I think we should be able to kind of go along here and pry open the other ones now. I'm actually going to put some eye protection on because something tells me this is going to come flying out, quite possibly with little shards of metal. So now that I have that one open, I'm going to try to use my pointer tool again and open all the other ones as well. And these are one of those things that's not really meant to come apart, so you're probably not going to get this back on. It doesn't really matter, honestly. As you can see, I'm having a grand old time doing this. There we go. So that's off. Now, I've had issues getting these blades off in the past, so we'll see what happens here. Zoom this thing out again. Don't do this anymore. So I'm going to hold the motor bearings and pull this up, and hopefully it'll come. It's coming a little bit, but not very much. Okay, there we go, blade is off. So now we can actually take a good look at this motor here. Now, what I don't like about this is it looks like it may have gotten really hot at some point, because you can see this is all like peeling off. Maybe that's just from age, I'm not really sure. But now that this is off, you can see how this just kind of moves around here, and that is ridiculous. You know, bearings can wear out, but that's more than just bearing wear. There's got to be something else wrong with it. So I'm going to remove this here, and I think in order to fully remove this part I may have to take the motor out of the plastic here. This does not look like it's going to come easily, so I'm just going to go ahead and remove it from the plastic housing now. I think all these screws are the same. So now I've removed the motor. We have two washers that are, oops, uh-oh. A little freak show up here. I can't get the tweezers off of the, okay. Two washers that fell out of here. Let's get those out of there. And, let's see here. So at this point the motor is free, and I'm going to remove these screws all the way. For some reason, unbeknown to me, they're being very stubborn. Looks like we just have one washer, so we'll take note of that. Okay, so the shaft and the rotor is coming out now. Okay, that's right. What happened is the bearing came out. Okay, so if I can get this, okay, well, that's going to be a problem. So there is in fact something wrong with this, because obviously that's not supposed to disintegrate like that. So I'm going to have to try to find another one of these, because there's something wrong with it. But so that's kind of unfortunate. But what happened is, you can see here the bearing is on the shaft, and it's supposed to be inside of here. Now obviously there's something very wrong with this motor. I don't know if it overheated or if it wasn't made correctly, but whatever the cause, you know, this is all jacked up here, and obviously you see it broke. This is like stuck to the, this is kind of stuck to the motor here, and I can't even get this to come off, and it's not supposed to be like that. So I'm not sure what kind of a defect would have caused it to function like that, but unfortunately now it's kind of busted beyond what I can repair without ordering parts. So I'm going to look up, see if I can fetch another one of these motors of the same size and pull the bearing off of it, because these are fairly standard motors. I mean, there's nothing crazy about them. So we have to do some information gathering. If anybody knows where I could fetch one of these for a reasonable price, let me know in the comments. It's a shame though, because I was really liking, really wanting to use this fan. You see the Duracraft logo on there, and these were good fans too. I don't know why this is like this, but yeah. So unfortunately, I can't fix this today, but that was the problem. The bearings have just come dislodged. Would have been an easy fix if this wasn't broken. So I guess that's going to wrap up this video. I'm going to scrounge around the shop for a minute and see if I happen to have a shaded foam motor like that. I can think of one place I may have one. But I'm going to look on the computer, see if I can find one. Alright, that's going to be it for now. I'll probably hopefully have a part 3 on this.